Welcome to the second season of Unscripted Week. This time, we have thought to invite a future leaders. And there is a saying that talent and age, there is no comparison. If you have talent, age doesn't matter. So, in the first episode, we have Rishaan with us. He is an author. He has written 3 travel diaries by himself and published by himself. And he is a passionate reader and a student. And obviously, he is a future leader. So I welcome Rishan to the episode. Hi, how
Thank
are
you.
you, Rishan?
Thank you, sir. Very fine, very fine. How are you?
Yeah, so I'm fine. So before we begin, I just want you to introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Rishaan Acharya and I study in 7th grade and I am very excited to be on Unscripted Me with you, sir. And I, as Bihag sir said, I really love reading and writing. So that's all about me.
But excellent. So now, why reading and why writing? Because at the age of you, mine, means 11, 12 years boy, loves to play games, loves to go outside. But how you got into this reading and writing?
So when I was very young, almost 4 to 5 years, my mother used to go on sessions and conferences. So she took me with her. So she didn't want me to get addicted to mobiles and TV at a very young age. So she brought in her board books and some snacks and the whole conference and session I just sat there very quietly and I loved that, and that's she's my biggest inspiration from now.
So can you tell me which book you love the most?
uh, my favorite book is Harry Potter.
Okay. So why you love Harry Potter?
It's just too interesting and अलग अलग plots आते रहते हैं, तो that's very nice and suspenseful.
So I've read about you, and you are finishing one book in a 4 to 5 days. So how you start reading? Means at the age of you, 11 years, 12 years boy, reading is the boring thing for them. So don't you feel that it's boring for you?
No, I absolutely love reading and writing. Thanks to again the habit set by my mother. Um,
Okay.
I am just a divana behind reading and writing. So yeah,
So I also read that you are writing 2 to 3 pages daily. Means you are writing a diary,
yes.
or you can say you are writing on topics which are given by your parents or your friends or your. So how you have started writing? Means why writing?
Uh, Again, she didn't want me to get addicted. So and she liked that I used to write and read at that age. So to enhance that, she came up with a new. Uh, she and my father came up with a new concept of 3 pages daily.
Okay.
I take the topics from my friends, family, anyone I can see, and I just write all of them. And this is my habit, and I have not missed any page from what 5 years.
Okay. So you have written 3 books right now, 3 travel diaries,
Yes.
right? So from where you got an inspiration that I should write a book first?
In my school, there was a competition of writing a book, and my school's principal chose a very less number of students, almost only 5 or 6. and I was one of them, and also I was the youngest among them. She told me that I had to write a book and upload it on a platform called Books.
Okay.
Um, then I am actually a huge cricket fan. I just kept thinking about cricket and I was confused about what to write. But my father told me that why don't you write on our village, our native place, Jamnagar? And
Okay.
I thought, what a super good idea. And I started that day onwards, and in 1.5 months, I rolled out my first book, and
Wow.
I loved that experience.
Okay. So when you have wrote of your first book, so what was your thoughts?
I was just
How you
like,
were feeling after first book?
I was super proud of myself, and I was thinking, like, at such a young age of 10 years, I just wrote my first book. I was very happy and proud.
Okay. So take me through the process that you have written that book in 1.5 months. So what was your thoughts? How you have started writing? Have you ever feel that I stop writing?
No, I never felt that. In the beginning, I was a little confused about where to start, as there are many places in Jamnagar. Then I began with a slow start of all the less popular things there, and then I talked to my grandparents who live there, and my father, who is from Jamnagar.
Okay.
They had a lot of insights from there, and I did some research on Google about the history and all that, and I first wrote down my thoughts in a separate diary. I filled that diary only in half a month, 15 days,
Hmm.
and uh, then I started typing on that platform, digital platform called Books, and when it was completed, I did the proofreading, and me and my mother um, together clicked the publish button.
If I remember, the book's name is Joyful Jamnagar,
Yes, yes, yes.
right? So I haven't read it and I want to read it. So now just tell us that what's inside that book.
All the monuments and places which I recommend you should go to are penned down in that diary, and all the experiences and precautions and my insights are also there in the diary.
Okay, so you have visited those places and then you have written it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now if I want to start writing a travel diary, okay, so what should I follow first? What should I do first?
First, you should visit that place where on which you want to write.
Okay.
Travel around there, see all the places, then while seeing, note down your thoughts, and when you return to home sweet home, you can again add your thoughts and your insights. Then you can start typing, and you can publish it. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now, what is your thought process while you are writing? Means you are writing whatever you have observed, or you are writing that what will be the useful thing for your readers.
No, no. What I have observed and thought of while watching that monument, specific monument, I have written that only.
Okay. So before whenever you have visited Jamnagar, have you ever thought that I'm going to write a travel diary on this?
No, I seriously didn't think about that. But when I returned after Then after a year, this principal ma'am called me and told me about this competition.
Okay, so when you have not decided that I will write a travel diary, so when you decide now, okay, that I'm going to write a book, I'm going to write a diary. So a lot of research work you have done.
Yes,
So just tell me about that. So how you have done, what you have done.
I wrote the full experience of Jamnagar in that 3 pages that day
Okay.
when I returned,
Wow.
and I referred to that first and noted out the key points out of that. Then I spoke to my grandparents, then, of course, Google, and then my father, and I came up with this book.
So now if I want to visit Jamnagar, how your book will help me?
It will help you by stating all the places, monuments,
Okay.
and all the places to stay, as in hotels. You will be assisted every step, every single step.
So I'm not a good writer. So if I want to start writing, what are your tips for me? And how should I start writing first?
First, you should think about what you are writing.
Okay.
That's the most important step in an author's book. And pen down your thoughts, write it down twice, thrice, whatever times you want it, and then improvise on that. Put it on ChatGPT, I'm saying, and improvise the words in that, and then uh, type and prepare the manuscript again, enhance that, and you will have a book.
Wow. So now you have written three. So which are two other books?
The second is Insightful Indore, and the
Okay.
third is Delightful Dubai.
Okay. So you have visited Indore as well, and you have visited Dubai as well.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about the first experience. How your experience of Dubai? Because what is the difference you have found in India and Dubai first?
In India, to be honest, there is not a great deal of cleanliness,
Okay.
and there is absolutely no civic sense here. Everyone is breaking the traffic rules and whatnot. But in Dubai, even if we don't show our hand to the vehicles, they stop to let us cross because it's a rule in Dubai.
Okay.
And also, Dubai is much more cleaner and more sustainable too.
Okay. So now in your book of Dubai, so what you have written?
I have again written all the monuments and also the insights and the popular scams, the taxi scam there,
Okay.
and yes, yes, and the places, of course, and the means of transport there.
So now apart from these travel diaries, what are your favorite genres of writing? Means if you now you have written three books and you must be willing or you must be started writing another one.
Yes, I have already started writing on Mumbai.
Okay. So now in which genres you want to write? Means you want to be a author, published author.
Yes, yes, yes.
So you want to write something like Harry Potter, fiction.
No, not fiction. I just want to continue my travel diaries. I'm content with that
So why travel diaries only?
because I I have a gifted thing to be more descriptive in whatever I write in the exams also. Whenever I write a essay, the teacher always says very good, very descriptive. So
Wow.
I have this power of being super descriptive and going in depth in the topic.
So now whenever you have finished your and whenever it's published, how was the reaction of your parents, your family, your friends?
We literally rejoiced that day, and we we literally danced on the. We turned on the speaker in the house, and we literally danced. Had a huge party of cake and biscuits, and everyone was proud of me, and I loved that experience.
Okay, but when you pen down your thoughts, you pen down your ideas. Okay, as an author, you must feel happy. So how was your happiness? How was your reaction?
I was like the happiest man in the world when that printed copy came to my house. I literally shouted like a madman, and I was ecstatic.
So now your friends or in the schools or your cousins in your family now must be asking you that if they want to write a diary, how should we start? So how you feel this?
First, the diary should be on a specific only one topic. Concentrated on only one topic. It should not go to this topic and that topic. It should stay concentrated on just one topic. And the second thing to keep in mind is that whatever you do, you put your head, hands, and heart in it completely. So don't step back after writing that first word, even if you feel like that. And that's all my advice.
Okay, so now while writing a book, you give yourself any timeline?
Yes, I gave myself a deadline to complete in 1 month originally
Okay.
because I didn't know how hard would it be.
Okay.
But I realized that after half the journey, and I increased my timeline to 2 months, but I completed in only 1.5 months.
So why you have given a deadline? Why deadlines?
Because I wanted to complete the book as fast as possible because I also wanted to focus on my studies and my exams were also coming up.
Okay.
So I was very anxious that I should not miss the preparation for my exams.
Okay, in my last season, I had a podcast with one of the author. He is in 12th standard, that guy, and he told me that whenever he started writing a book, he take off from the schools. He didn't do study. Have you done this, or you have
No, 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 no,
write
no,
this
no.
book with studies and all?
I always balanced everything with studies because I think study is the biggest priority at this age. And I never sideline studies as it's really important for the future also.
So, what do you want to be in the future?
I want to be a hockey player in the future.
And what are your hobbies right now?
My hobby is to read, write, watch TV, play games, and play hockey.
Okay, so you told me that in our conversation that you love cricket.
Yes,
So if I tell you that you can write a book on a cricket, can you?
I can, but I would not prefer to.
Okay. So if you need to pick a player and if you need to write on him or her, can you write?
Yes, surely.
Or you will write on whom?
I won't write on Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. Wow. Now another thing is that when you have written three diaries, three books, okay, and now you become and you have published by yourself this. So how that thought came in your mind that I need to write, but I need to publish as well. Because writing. Suppose if I'm writing a book or if I'm writing a diary, but I never dare to publish it. Even at this age, I don't have a diary to publish that book. So have you got that thought that no, I want to write, but I want to publish it as well?
I think it's the book is going waste if you are not publishing it. Uh, don't lose courage thinking that the people won't like it or it won't sell. Just publish it and you it's important that you stay happy, not other people.
So when you come to know that your book is going to publish first book,
uh sorry, I didn't hear that.
okay. So when you come to know that your first book is going to publish tomorrow, suppose day before you come to know or 2 days before you come to know.
No, I come to know that day only.
So okay. So how before before publishing a book, your first book, it's like an achievement. So during those 2 hours, 3 hours, how was your reaction? How was your feelings? How was your day?
That day was incidentally a holiday, and
Okay.
I just sat and discussed with my parents that what should I write on next, because I didn't travel that much in that period. Also, I had a party that day, and we were just very happy, and all the elders in my family congratulated me on WhatsApp, and yes.
Now tell me about your friends. Now when you published a book, when you are a published author, when you are author, you must feel or your friends must feel that you are like a something celebrity. So have they ever treat you like that?
No, in the beginning period, of course, they treated me like that. They were like, "आजा आजा भाई, तू तो celebrity है हमारे class में." They were like, they were, uh, they went pagal behind me, and
Hmm.
I was like, "Wow, what a life!"
So so at that time you were enjoying that part,
Yes, yes,
but after a few days it goes.
of course, it was.
So now what was the difference between those days and the normal days?
The normal days are like everyone is talking to me still. I have a lot of friends, but they are not treating me as a celebrity. Uh, uh, when this celebrity thing happened, everyone was like surrounding me as if I was holding a cake.
So you like that face or you like this face?
I like both equally. I just want my friends to be with me.
So how you have handled those days when when they are telling that you are like a celebrity of a glass. So how you have handled those situations?
I was very humble and I said that देख, बुक लिखना तो किसी की भी बात है, लेकिन बुक पब्लिश करना बड़ी बात है। तो
Exactly.
अ, आराम से मैं ऐसा ऑस्कर नहीं जीत गया हो, इतना इतना भी मक्खन मत लगा।
Okay. So now your another book is coming. Am I right?
My fourth book is coming.
Yeah. Is and that is on also a travel diary.
Yes, that's on Mumbai.
Wow. So now what we expect from your fourth book?
You should expect me to be extra descriptive,
Okay.
and more insights will be in that book.
Okay.
My the author recommendations, and the information would be less and the fun would be more.
Okay. So if I want to read your books, is it available anywhere?
It's available on the website called Bri Books, BRI Books.
Okay. Now, what your strength in writing?
Sorry.
What are your strengths in writing?
My strengths, I already told you, I'm very descriptive, and I also have a good handwriting.
Okay. And what you don't want to write in your book, but you have to. there are certain things that you don't want to write those parts, but you have to as a part of the book.
Yes, there is the history in that, and I just don't like it as a subject also. And yes, I don't really want to write that, but I have to write it for the reader's perspective.
Okay. So, in life, there are two things, two types of goals. There is a short term goal and there is a long term goal. So, what are your short term goals and what are your long term goals?
My short term goal is to just continue this, and my long term goal is to collaborate with J.K. Rowling as for one book, and that is my goal for this author life.
Okay. So if I tell you that I can help you to connect with someone who is a good author and they can maybe collaborate with you, are you ready to do collaboration with them?
Yes.
So what
Ye-
if I tell you that for that you have to write a fiction like Harry Potter. So do you have something in your mind for that?
No, I am not ready for that really.
Okay. So but
I'll I'll have
as
to
an
think
author,
about.
you have to write something for which you are not comfortable with. So you are not comfortable with this kind of genres like fiction. So how you will help yourself to write on those parts?
If I write on fiction and non-fiction, all those things, it will increase my widespread as an author, and increase my experience.
So you have read a lot of book, I think. So who is your
Yes,
favorite author?
J.K. Rowling.
Okay. And what you love about him?
He is also very descriptive in his books.
Okay.
I just love this.
So now there is a trend right now that all the young authors are writing something, magazines or in something like they are writing on some cartoons, Marvels. So, do you want to generate something like this? You want to make something like this?
I can, but I'll have to think a lot because
Okay.
I'm not that sound in that subject.
Okay. So, if any situation, if someone will give you that this is a situation and you have to write on this situation, how you will do it?
I'll first analyze that situation, that what can happen in the future after this situation. How can I tackle that if it's a bad one, or how can I increase it if it's a good one. I'll then write down all my thoughts. Make one. Make sorry. Join all the key points, and the manuscript will be ready.
If I tell you that you have to tell me that these are the three things which you have to be very careful while you are writing. What are those three things?
The first thing would be to not just give up when you feel like it.
Okay.
You just have to go on. You have to push yourself to your limits, even
Okay.
beyond your limits. The second thing is to not be too historical, but add some flavor and spice, masala to that
Right.
book. And third is, um, whatever you do, don't try to make other people happy. You should be happy by yourself.
Excellent. Now, what if I say that you have? What are your suggestions if someone wants to be author like you at the age of yours? What you suggest to them?
I would suggest that it's a good thing that you are thinking of this right now, and I would applaud them for that. And also, I would I would sit with them and discuss what they can write on, so that they get a better gist of how to go about their journey.
Great. Before I end, the last question: what success means to you?
Success to me is just accomplishing what the goal is for you. Like, my goal is to collaborate with J.K. Rowling. That, if that happens, that's success for me.
And if you fail, how will you handle
If I fail, I'll try again. There is no harm in trying again.
it? Excellent. Excellent, Rishan. Rishan, thank you so much. It was a nice talking with you. I've learned a lot from you. You know, I I've started writing a book, but I don't have a courage to publish it because I feel that what people will think. Have you ever feel it?
No, I just think that I just don't care what other people think. I just want myself to be happy and proud of myself.
Excellent thoughts, Rishan. Excellent thought. Thank you so much, Rishan, for your time. I'll see you
Thank
again.
you. Thank you so much, Bihag sir, for inviting me on this podcast. I'm truly thankful to you.
Thank you so much, Rishan. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.